Very good morning, children. Let us go for the next chapter, that is straight lines. Today we'll be learning concepts about straight line. In this topic, we'll discuss what do you mean by slope and how to find angle between lines. Sorry. So let us discuss what do you mean by slope. So if you see, in 10th standard we have learned the general equation of a line. We have studied what is general equation of line, that is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. There is nothing but general equation of any line in space. Now, if I randomly draw any line, suppose I draw line L like this is line L. If you observe, this line is making some angle with positive x-axis. This line is making some angle with the positive direction of x-axis. It also making angle with y-axis. It is also making angle with negative x-axis and negative y-axis. But I am specifically talking about angle made by the line L with positive x-axis, then this angle is called as inclination. So when I use the word inclination, it means angle made by the line with positive x-axis. This positive word is very important. If the angle is made with positive x-axis, then it is called as inclination, or it is indicated by theta. Okay. Now, if I just take this line, a small part, and if I drop a perpendicular from any part of the line, so let us say this is O, this is A, this is B, and if I say O is origin, then AB can be Y, this can be X, and this angle, if it is made with positive x-axis, it will be called as inclination, that is theta. Now if I find the tangent of angle, that is if I find tan theta, what will I get tan theta as? Y upon x. Tan theta is nothing but y upon x. So this tan theta is nothing but slope of the line. Slope of the line is denoted by m. M is nothing but slope of line, and the tangent of angle made by the line with positive x-axis is called as slope. That is, I can say slope is nothing but tan theta, provided theta is the inclination. So slope is nothing but tan theta. Okay. Now instead of the angle, if I know the 2 points, suppose I have drawn a line, I know point A on that line is x1 y1, point B on that line is x2 y2. Again, if I drop a perpendicular, now since this line is parallel to x-axis, then this also has to be inclination theta. So in this case, if I try to find theta, my theta, that is tan theta, will be nothing but m, and that m is nothing but difference in y coordinates upon difference in x coordinates. So there are two formulas for slope. If the angle is given, m is equal to tan theta, and if any 2 points on that line are given, if any 2 points on that line is given, I will say slope is nothing but difference in y coordinates upon difference in x coordinate. Since it is a ratio, slope has no unit. Okay. Remember, the most important word here is angle made with positive x-axis. Okay. Now let us discuss about two lines. Suppose I have two lines. Each line will have slope. Let us say one of the line is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. L1 having slope m1. L1 line having slope m1, and there is another line a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, line L2. Let us say it has slope m2. Now these two lines L1, L2 can be parallel. These lines L1, L2 can be parallel. These lines L1, L2 can be perpendicular. Correct? Line L1 L2, here they are perpendicular, or in general they will be intersecting each other at some angle. They will be intersecting each other making certain angle theta. Okay. So when I talk about lines are parallel, if lines are parallel, it means slopes of both the lines are equal. Slopes are equal. That is, if I say that lines are parallel, I can say that both the slopes should be equal for lines to be parallel. Similarly, if I say perpendicular lines, I will say that multiplication of the slopes, I'll say that multiplication of the slopes is -1. What I'll say, the lines are perpendicular, multiplication of slopes is -1. That is, your theta will be 90 degree. And now if the lines are intersecting, and if at all I am interested in this theta, lines are intersecting and I am interested in theta, I will say my tan theta is nothing but modulus of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Tan theta will be m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, so in this lecture we'll just focus on how to find slope with the given information, and second thing, how to find angles with the given information. Okay, and some of the applications based on parallel and perpendicular. So let's move on to exercise 5.2 first sum. Exercise 5.2 first sum. It is said that find the slope of the line, find the slope of each of the following lines which passes through the point. They have given that lines are passing through 2 points. So A is given as 2 minus 1, B is given as 4 3. Now to make it easy, I'll write this as x1 y1, x2 y2. Now I want to find slope of line AB, so I'll write m of AB. Make it a habit, it becomes easy later on. So m of AB का मतलब है slope of AB. M of AB means slope of AB. So what is slope of AB? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So y2 कितना है मेरा 3 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So MAB comes out to be 4 upon 2. That is, I get slope of line AB as 2. So in short, slope of line AB is nothing but 2. Understood? Let us take one more example. I'll say let us take example number D. They have given G 7, 1, H minus 3, 1. Again, I'll write x1, y1, x2, y2. So now slope of GH. What will I get? Difference in y coordinates upon difference in x coordinates. क्या आएगा y2? 1 minus 1 upon minus 3 minus 7. Remember the order carefully. If I write y2 minus y1, I have to write x2 minus x1. So here I am getting slope of GH as 0. What I am getting slope? I am getting slope as 0. Understood? Next, question number 2. If x and y intercept of a line L, with reading the question, I will try to draw the diagram also. If x intercept and y intercept of line L are 2 and 3. Now what do you mean by intercept? Intercept is nothing but portion of x-axis or y-axis cut by the line. Suppose I say this is my line L. Then this is called as x-intercept. This much portion will be called as x-intercept because this much x-axis has been intercepted by the line L. Similarly, this will be called as y-intercept. What we call it as y-intercept. Okay. So in the question number 2, they have said that if the x-intercept is 2, that is x-intercept is 2 and y-intercept is 3. If I say that x-intercept is 2, that is this distance which I am shading is 2, then definitely this point A should have coordinates 2, 0 because it is lying on x-axis. Similarly, this point B, it is lying on y-axis and y-intercept is given as 3. So it has to be 0, 3. It has to be 0, 3. So now I have to find slope of line L, that is nothing but slope of AB, correct? Line L is nothing but made by AB. So what will be slope over here? Y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. That is, you will get minus 3 by 2. What will you get? Minus 3 by 2. Understood? X intercept का मतलब है the portion of x axis cut by that line. Y intercept का मतलब है portion of y axis cut by the line. Understood? Next, find the slope of the line whose inclination is 30 degree. Whenever you use the word inclination, it means directly theta is given, that is angle made with positive x axis is given. So we know if inclination is given, m is nothing but tan theta, so theta is 30. So I'll get m as tan 30, that is 1 by root 3, correct? I'll get 1 by root 3. Similarly, next problem, find the slope of the line whose inclination is pi by 4. Again, inclination what indicates? Theta is given as pi by 4. So again I can use m is equal to tan theta, that is tan pi by 4. We know pi by 4 is 45. So m has to be 1. What will I get value of m? Value of m will be 1. Understood? Yes. Question number 5, you will try as a homework. It is similar to question number 3. They have given the intercepts. You have to find the inclination. Inclination means first you will find m. After getting m, you will find theta. Understood? Now question number 6. Without using Pythagoras theorem, show that the points A 4, 4, B 3, 5, C minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1 are vertices of a right angled triangle. Are vertices of a right angled triangle. So what will I do? Since I have to prove this, it is a right angled triangle without Pythagoras theorem. So I'll make use of the slope. I'll find what is slope of line AB. I'll find what is slope of BC. I'll find what is slope of AC. I'll find slopes of all three lines. So let us first find what is slope of AB. It will be 5 minus 4, 3 minus 4, that is minus 1. What is slope of BC? Minus 1 minus 5, minus 1 minus 3, that is minus 6 upon minus 4, that is 3 by 2. And AC will be minus 1 minus 4, minus 1 minus 4, that is 1. Now if you observe carefully the relation slope of AB into slope of AC, if you find AB ka slope into AC ka slope, you will get minus 1 into 1, that is minus 1. That is, I can easily say that AB and AC are perpendicular to each other. What can I say? AB and AC are perpendicular to each other, and hence triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Since they are perpendicular, I can say that it is a right angled triangle. Understood? Since it was clearly mentioned without using Pythagoras theorem, so you have to apply slope and get the answer. Understood? Yes? Any doubts? Next, question number 7. Find the slope of the line which makes an angle of 45 degree with positive direction of y-axis measured anti-clockwise. So I'll draw a diagram. Find the slope of the line. Find the slope of the line which makes 45 degree with positive direction of y-axis. To make it easy, I'll randomly draw a line anywhere it can be. So it is making 45 degree with positive direction of y-axis. So ये angle दिया है 45 and it is which direction? Anti-clockwise. It is anti-clockwise. How it should be? It should be like this, anti-clockwise direction. This angle is 45. This is also 45. This will be 45, correct? But I want angle made with positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. This will be my theta. So this theta is nothing but 135 degree. Linear pair form होगा अगर ये 45 है. So line L is making angle 135 degree with positive x-axis. Correct? So what will be the slope of the line? Slope of the line will be tan 135 degree. Remember, angle should be anti-clockwise direction. So M is tan 135 degree. So M is equal to, now 135 means second quadrant, and tan 135 will be -1. So what is slope of the line which is making 45 degree with positive y-axis in anti-clockwise direction? -1. Slope will be -1. If you draw the diagram, then you can directly write 135 degree and write the answer. Okay. Now question number 8, very favorite question of the examiner. You have to find K if P, K -1, Q 2, 1 and R 4, 5 are collinear. Now they have given that points P, Q, R are collinear. Now there are two methods. If you see your 10th standard, the area of triangle PQR should come out to be 0 because points are collinear. But since we are in 11th standard, if you want to use slope concept, now since PQR lying on the same straight line, PQR are lying on the same straight line, so I should know that slope of PQ should be slope of QR. Since both are same line, PQ भी same line है, QR भी same line है. Since it is single line, the slopes must be equal. So when the word is collinear, you can use the concept of slope. If you forget, you can use area of triangle equal to 0. So if I use this concept, I'll get 1 plus 1 upon 2 minus K is equal to QR. That is 5 minus 1, 4 minus 2. Correct? So it becomes 2 upon 2 minus K, 4 upon 2. Correct? So 2 2s are 4. That is 2 minus K is equal to 1. Therefore K is equal to 1. What will I get K? I'll get K as 1. Understood? I'll get K as 1. Clear? Any doubts? Next, question number 9. Find the acute angle between x-axis and the line joining the points A 3 minus 1 and B 4 minus 2. I'll read the question again. Find the acute angle between x-axis, suppose this is my x-axis, and the line joining the points AB. Suppose AB is like this. I'm just drawing a rough diagram. This is my AB. So I want to find acute angle between the line and the x-axis. I want to find acute angle between the line and the x-axis. So what will I do? First I'll find what is slope of AB, and I'll say let slope of AB be M1. Let slope of AB be M1. That is -2 plus 1, 4 minus 3. It will be -1. That is I am getting M1 as -1. Okay. Now there is another line that is x-axis. So you should know that slope of x-axis. X-axis is making 0 degree with itself. The slope of x-axis, that is nothing but M2. X-axis is a line where y coordinate is 0, and since we always talk about angle made with x-axis, so x-axis itself will make 0 degree. So my slope of x-axis will be 0. What will I get slope of x-axis? 0. So I know M1, I know M2, I need to find theta between two lines. So what is the formula? Tan theta is equal to M1 minus M2 upon 1 plus M1 M2. Correct? Therefore, I will get tan theta as M1 is -1 minus 0 upon 1 plus -1 0. So I'll get tan theta as modulus of -1, that is 1. Since they have asked acute angle, so I'll take +1, and theta is 45 degree. What will I get theta? Theta is 45 degree. Understood? Clear everybody? Just remember, slope of x-axis is 0. Slope of x-axis is 0. Okay? Now 10th one, a line passes through A, x1, y1, b, h, comma k. There is a line which passes through A, comma b, and its slope is given as m. That is, slope of AB is given as m. You have to show that k minus y1 is equal to m h minus x1. Okay. So first let us see the RHS. I need to find m. So what will I do? I will take RHS. What is my RHS? M h minus x1. Now what is m over here, children? M is nothing but slope of AB. And what is slope of AB? K minus y1 h minus x1 h minus x1. Okay. Sorry, just a moment. I'll just write again. It is m. I was starting with RHS h minus x1. What was A? A was given as x1 y1. B was given as hk. So I started with RHS. So what is m? y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 into h minus x1. So they both will cancel each other. What is left? K minus y1. That is nothing but your LHS. That is nothing but your LHS. Understood? Hence, I can say K minus y1 is equal to m h minus x1. Okay. Now again, 11th one is same as 8th one. The points are lying on the same line. It means the points are collinear. You will use the same concept and will get the required relation. Okay. The next lecture we'll see how to find equation of a line. Okay. How to find equation of a line in the next class. Thank you.